everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to do a Valentine's Day get ready with me. So whether you're having a girls' night in or you're going out on a hot date, then I hope I can help you guys just to get a little bit of some idea of what you're going to wear and what you're going to do your hair and makeup like. So how I start every kind of day or every kind of get ready with me is by making a nice cup of tea, which sounds really weird, but I use pure green tea. It's actually by Twinings and I just cut up a nice bit of lemon in. I love this because it's super refreshing and just gets me started for my day or night. And then I'm just going to obviously play with the little puppies. There is a lovely bee and we just kind of drink tea together, which is a little bit random, but I love her to pieces. So next I'm going to put on some music while I go in the shower. I'm going to use my mini Chant House of Marley sound system. I love this so much, and I'm going to play my Lucas Graham 7 Years song, which I'm obsessed with at the moment. It really chills me out, it's just beautiful. And then I'm going to go in the shower, and on my hair I'm using Aveda Colour Conserve, the shampoo and conditioner. Then I'm going to use my St. Ives Apricot scrub. Now this is a blemish fighting one, and then I'm going to use my Sanctuary Green Lemon and Orange Blossom body wash with my Venus Embrace Sensitive razor, which is amazing. And then I'm going to put my Garnier Micellar water or Micellar water on my face. I just kind of use this with a couple of face pads, and I love this just to really refresh my skin. And then as a toner, I'm obsessed with this. This is my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. It's so beautiful and smells like mint and grape. And then this is one of my go-to things at the moment, my go-to products. This is actually the Caudalie Polyphenol Anti-Wrinkle Eye and Lip Cream. I love this because it really smooths the area around my eyes. It kind of gets rid of any dark circles and puffiness, and I use this all around my eyes just gently, and also on my lips as well, so it helps to kind of smooth out any fine lines that I have or maybe coming. And it seems really weird, but you have to look after your lips as well because they take just as much damage. Then I'm going to put on my Caudalie Polyphenol Broad Spectrum SPF 20 Anti-Wrinkle Protect Cream. This stuff is amazing as a moisturiser. It's so soft, it leaves my face feeling amazing, and it's got extracts of witch hazel in, so for me this is just perfect. Then I'm going to use my hairbrush, which is just a random kind of big brush just to brush my hair through, and I'm actually going to apply a mousse today. This is my Wella Root Shoot. Now this is just kind of aimed to basically be applied in at the roots, and it just kind of gives you a little bit more volume, so you obviously just blow dry it in. And I'm going to go for a straight look today, so this is just going to help give me a bit of volume. Then I'm going to use my go-to Icon India oil. I am obsessed with this oil. It leaves my hair feeling so soft, and I want a really smooth, sleek look today, so this is going to be absolutely perfect. Then as a primer, I'm going to use my new Benefit the Porefessional Matte Rescue. I love this gel because it goes on as like a liquid, and then it actually dries and is really nice and smooth and just helps my makeup go on so nice. Then I'm going to put on my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This has got SPF 15 in it and I love it. I'm using my Hakuhodo brush because I just love this to put it on my foundation with. It leaves my skin looking so soft and flawless, and this colour is actually an NW20. Next, as the first step that I kind of use for a bit of highlighting, I'm using my YSL Touche Eclat. I absolutely love this so much because I put it kind of around my eyes, my nose, my T-zone and my Cupid's bow, and this just really helps to kind of brighten up my face. And then I just blend it all in using my Sigma Duo Fiber F50 brush. Next for powder, I'm going to use my NARS Soft Velvet Loose Powder in Beach. I love this, and I just basically tap off any excess and use my Tarte powder brush just to pop it all over my face. This just makes it super matte. For contouring, I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Dark Matte Bronzer, and I'm using my Sigma Small Contour F05 brush. I'm just using this to do kind of like a pattern of 3 around my face just to contour my cheekbones. As a blush, I'm going to be using my Clarins Illuminating Cheek Colour in 04 Sunset Coral, and I'm just applying it using my Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush. I love this because it's really nice and peachy and kind of corally for this time of year, so it really sets really nicely on your face. As a highlighter, I'm using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this one is actually in Moonstone. You only need a tiny little bit of this. It's basically cream that you just kind of apply with your ring fingers, just really lightly, and then just kind of blend it in. It just really helps the sunlight or the natural light to reflect against your skin and looks beautiful. And then I'm going to use my go-to They're Real Push-Up Liner by Benefit. I am obsessed with this as a liner. I talk about it all the time. It just really helps me get nice dramatic eyes, which is what I want for this look, and really helps me to do a nice flick at the end of it, which I love as well. For my mascara, I've fallen in love with this. This is by Maybelline and it's the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. This one is actually in Very Black. It is so amazing at separating the lashes, and it's almost like a gel-like consistency. So for me, it stays on really well all day and just volumizes, lengthens. It's really dramatic. So if you want a nice dramatic look, then that is definitely the way forward. Sometimes it can get everywhere though, so you have to be a bit careful. And then on my eyebrows, I'm going to use this Rimmel Professional Eyebrow Pencil. This one is in 004 and it's black brown, so it's quite a natural looking pencil, and I basically just use the comb brush to kind of brush through my brows and make them all nice and neat as much as possible, and then fill in using the pencil. I'm rubbish with my brows. I'm trying to grow them out at the moment to get them done because they looked absolutely disgusting, so I can only apologize. And then over the top, I'm using my Benefit Gimme Brow. This is like the foolproof way of doing your brows if you're not as confident like some people as me, and just trying to make them look a little bit neater. Next, moving on to lips, and I'm going to go for red. So I'm going to wear my favourite red. This is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place lip pencil, and this one is just in 07 red. I use this just to line my lips and then fill in my actual lips as well, so the lipstick stays and kind of sticks to it really nicely. It's such a beautiful red. Some of them can make you look a little bit orange, that's why I said that. And then on top, I'm using my favorite red. This is my Chanel Rouge Allure 104 Passion lipstick. I love it. And then on top, I'm actually going to use this Hourglass. This is basically Extreme Sheen Gloss, and this is called Icon. This is just incredible. You can see the pigmentation of this. I'm just obsessed with it, and it stays on so nicely, and it's not too glossy. Then to set it all in place, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I love this just to keep my makeup in place, especially when I'm going out or I've got a long day ahead of me. And then I'm just going to brush through my hair again with my big sort of brush, just to kind of get everything in place and get it ready to be blow dried. And then I'm just going to use my Mark Hill hairdryer and try and just kind of get a bit of air into my roots, especially trying to give it a bit of volume. Next, I'm using my Caviar Anti-Aging Perfect Iron Spray. This is an amazing protection spray if you're going to be using heat. And of course, I'm going to go for a straight look, so I'm just using my GHD straighteners. I use the kind of fatter or like the thicker straighteners because I've got quite long thick hair now with my extensions. It's just super easy to use and just creates a really nice look. And then I'm going to use my Coco Chanel Mademoiselle perfume. It's the eau de parfum. It smells incredible, and especially for a date is just what you want. And this is my kind of finished makeup look, so I really hope you like it. I'm just going to give my roots a little bit of a zhuzh just to make sure I have a little bit of extra volume in. So as you can see, it's not crazy, but I really like this look because I'm going to go for quite a bright dress. So this is just absolutely perfect. Next, I'm going to move on to my nails, and I'm going to use this Nails Inc Nail Kale Superfood base coat, and this is just going to be a really lovely base for my actual nail polish on top. I love this because it almost feels like it's not too kind of chemical on your nails, which is great for me. And then over the top, I'm using this Essie nail lacquer. Sorry, this is in 696. And it's in Merino Cool. I love this colour for this time of year. I'm just obsessed with it. It just looks super beautiful. It does take a while to dry though, so leave some time. And then on top, I'm using my favourite Seche Bead. This is like concrete when it comes to nail polish. This just really sets it in place and means you can actually go out, which is great for me. And then this is my finished look. So this is my outfit, you guys. I really hope you like it. So this is my special outfit for my special little date. And I'm so excited because I really feel like it looks nice against the kind of sleek hair. So my dress is a beautiful lace dress, and this is actually from Oasis. I love the colour and the detailing of the waist belt. Then I have a really lovely clutch bag, which is from Debenhams, and it's by Debut. And then my shoes are actually just some nude heels from New Look. So now it's time to get ready for my date, and I'm going to put on my most amazing Crosley system. This is so good. I think it's called Crosley. I don't really know how you pronounce it, but this is basically like a little record player, and it's so cool. You can plug it in. It's really old school, and of course I am listening to the most amazing person around, Adele. I love her 25 album. It's just beautiful, and especially for a date, I think that's a really nice kind of setting and really lovely atmosphere. I've got the most amazing little flowers, which I am absolutely obsessed obsessed with. These are just beautiful. And then I've got some, of course, some chocolates. So what would a date be without chocolates? These are the Pristat pink champagne truffles. And then I've got this lovely little candle that I love to light. This is actually from Dunelm Mill, and it's just got a candle inside. It just looks beautiful. And then this is actually my place setting, so all of my heart things, the stuff that you can see that I've decorated is all from Asda, and then I've just put some candles around on some slate kind of settings, and I've got Guerlain chocolates and obviously the champagne truffles that you saw earlier. And then as a little bit of a treat, I thought, what would Valentine's Day be without some champagne? So I have a nice little bottle of Moët champagne for when my date arrives. I'm so excited. So next I'm going to write my Valentine's Day card, but of course this wouldn't be a secret date if I told you who it was to. So that's just going to remain my little secret, and it looks like he is here with the most incredible chocolates. These are by Hotel Chocolat, and they are the Valentine's Day Sleekster box. They are absolutely incredible. If you want anything for a gorgeous Valentine's Day, I would definitely recommend them. So I'm off to enjoy my date. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Then on my pillow, and I've introduced so many people to this, I don't know if I've shown you guys this one before. My mum actually introduced me to it, and then I've introduced it to loads of other people. So if I've talked about it before, I'm really sorry, but you guys